Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scattered by Nature TV. We're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about our late and great favorite rapper DMX. Okay, we're here to talk about DMX today on Yes for the Mess. Now, the reason why we're talking about DMX is not because of his music and his legacy that he left behind, because we'll be discussing that tomorrow night on Boys Night Out at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Time with myself, giving you the real tea, Josiah's World TV, and Jamar84. We will be talking about DMX's legacy and how his music always made us feel. So we'll be discussing the great things about DMX on tomorrow's show, our very first show together as a foursome. But tonight, rather, we're talking about Ready Run. I think Ready Run is his mentor or something, I believe. And I know that DMX made allegations about him for many, many years, saying that he was the one who tricked him into doing cocaine at the age of 14. Now that DMX has departed, he has now decided to come out and discuss this and to quote-unquote clear his name while DMX is now resting in peace. So with that being said, I have an article here from JasmineBrand.com. Shout out to Jasmine Brand. I'm going to read you guys the article, and then after I read the article, I'm going to give you my thoughts, and you leave yours below in the comment section, okay? So let's get into this tea. DMX. Ready Run denies late rapper's claims that he tricked him into doing cocaine at the age of 14. While fans still mourn the loss of rapper DMX, rapper Ready Run is denying his claims that he manipulated him to do crack at the age of 14 years old. Before his untimely death, DMX did an emotional interview with Talib Kweli on the People's Party podcast and said that his mentor, Ready Run, laced a marijuana joint with crack without his knowledge, ultimately leading to a life of addiction. He said, "I was in Yonkers. This guy, Ready Run, he was like an older brother to me." The Rough Riders rapper remembered that he and Ready Run did a robbery one night. He continued, "It was his birthday and we came back and split the money. I said, here you go, get something nice for your birthday." He came back with the blunt rolled up and I'm counting the money as he passed the blunt. He recalled, "I hit the blunt and I was no longer focused on the money. I never felt like this. It just fucked me up. And I later found out that he laced the blunt with crack. Why would you do that to a child? He knew I looked up to him. Why would you do that to someone who looks up to you? A monster was born. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy, especially to someone that you supposedly love." He said he unfortunately learned. "The person that I loved was a snake." That happens. That happens. A lot of the times, the people that we love the most can be snakes. Trust and believe me on that. Ready Run has now spoken out on the allegations just days after DMX's passing. He told the Neighborhood Talk, "How was I 30 years old in 1985 and he was 14? And him and I are only 3 years apart. You gotta remember, just because somebody is world famous doesn't mean they're always honest. And I've got nothing bad to say about him, but you gotta stop lying on me." He said he's gotten a ton of hate mail since the allegations surfaced, adding, "We were kids and we were getting high back then. I wasn't the one to expose him to crack." Ready Run went on to say he was approached to be on BET's Rough Riders Chronicles, but his part wasn't aired. DMX passed away on Friday, April the 9th at 50 years old. He suffered a heart attack a week prior. There are unconfirmed reports that the heart attack was a result of an alleged drug overdose. What are your thoughts on Ready Run and what he had to say? Comment and let us know. Now, before y'all comment and let them know, let me tell y'all what I gotta say first. Let me comment and let y'all know first. Okay, so first of all, let me just say this first before I even go in on this topic, because I haven't had the chance to speak on DMX simply because of the fact that I was out in Detroit with someone, and I was too busy having myself a grand old time at the time, and I didn't have time to do videos. So since I'm now here catching up on content this week, I can finally discuss what I felt about DMX, and then we can go into this article. Well, we already went into the article, but we can go into my feelings on this article and what's going on. Now, DMX came out in 1998. So if he came out in 1998, it had to be around the time where I was in the 3rd or the 4th grade, okay? Now, I've always loved DMX. DMX is probably one of my favorite rappers. Everyone knows that my favorite rapper is Tupac. Everybody knows that I love Tupac. But DMX was also one of my favorites, especially throughout elementary and middle school. Party Up was an anthem of mine in the 5th grade. You know, I didn't know nothing about what he was talking about, but that was one of my favorite songs, as well as the song he did with Cisco, What They Want. The song he did called Slippin' was also one of my favorites. Of course, the Rough Riders anthem. Not only that, another one of my favorite collaborations by DMX was the 4321 song that he did with LL Cool J, Master P, Cannabis, all of those other East Coast rappers. Not to mention, I love the Ride or Die record that he did alongside Drag On, Eve, and The Lox. It's called Ride or Die. It was on the Rough Riders album. Not to mention, I love, one of my favorite DMX songs though is that song off the Great Depression album, and it goes like did it, 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 did it. My mother, my father, I love him, I hate him. I love, that's my favorite part of that record. Okay, he had a ton of records that I loved. Okay, so I was very shocked and sad when I heard about DMX's passing. I remember going to the state fair one year and I won that game, and I wanted that picture of DMX. I do not know where that picture is because we've moved like maybe 2 or 3 times since then. I was in the 6th grade then, but I had this big ass picture of DMX and it was on my wall for such a long time. I don't know where that picture is, but all in all, I loved DMX. Like, that was probably one of my favorite rappers. And it really used to pain me to know that Ja Rule and DMX had this beef with each other, because I loved Ja Rule as well. Like, Ja Rule and DMX and Fabulous and Eve, they were my favorites coming up in elementary school and middle school. So, could nobody tell me nothing about the Rough Riders. Or the Rough Riders, Cash Money, No Limit, and Murder Inc. Those were my favorite fucking like crews. Could nobody tell me nothing about none of them, okay? None of them. But since I've gotten past that, let's just get into the article. Now, Ready Run, who was a mentor of DMX's, he's also a rapper. He grew up in Yonkers with DMX. He says that DMX has been lying on him for several years now. And my issue with this story is, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I can't tell you what's true and what's not true. But I think that it's very distasteful that he decided to come out now and speak on this now that he knows that DMX is dead and gone and can't even defend himself. Wasn't nobody talking about Ready Run. No one really gives a damn about Ready Run. He made himself relevant at the time of this man's death. Like, I get it. You want to clear your name, but why didn't you try to clear your name while he was alive? Because it's not like this man hasn't told the same story for years. He's told the same exact story for many, many years now. And I, for one, have never seen you go out in public and speak on this situation. I've never seen you do that. But now you want to speak on it now that you know that this man is no longer alive and he can't defend himself. Now his kids and his ex-wife and his family have to sit back and see you try to denounce his story. If you weren't the one that got him on crack cocaine, who did? Who did? I just really find that shit to just be like tacky as hell now. And I know somebody probably gonna come in my comments, well, why can't he defend himself? It's not that he can't. It's like, why you want to do it now that you know that this man is dead now and he can't even speak up for himself? He's gone. So you don't have nobody to dispute your damn story because he's gone now. So I just think that that's really fucked up of him. And he talking about we got to stop lying on him and all this other crap. My thing about it is, ain't nobody been talking about you. No one thinks of you. I don't even know you. So ain't nobody been talking about you or thinking about you, period. All I know is it's fucked up as hell of you to come out now, not even a week after this man's dead, to try to discredit him. Like, fuck out of here, bruh. But, that's my opinion on this. Everybody in the comments has been dragging him. Everybody's been dragging him. And, you know, I'm never one of the ones that be like, well, why now? Why now? But in this particular instance, you've had years to clear your name. Years to clear your name. DMX was alive for all this time and you never said a word, but you want to wait till he died to clear your name. Not saying that celebrities or people that we love the most in this industry don't lie or don't tell fables. A lot of my faves tell fables. I honestly believe they do. A lot of my faves are not even perfect. A lot of my faves are people that y'all don't even fucking like. But at the end of the day, I stand firm on what I believe. And I believe that Ready Run is tacky as hell for this. And that's just done on that. Leave your opinions below. We can agree to disagree, but don't come at me about my opinion, baby. Because up under that Porsche video, child, they are coming for me and they swear up and down I can't take criticism. I can. That's why you got a better channel now, because I took y'all criticism. Ain't that something, okay? With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. And follow me on all my social media, which will be at the bottom. Be on the lookout for Boys Night Out tomorrow, featuring myself, Giving You the Real Tea, Jamar84, and Josiah's World TV at 10 o'clock, 9 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be on my channel this week, and it's going to vary from channel to channel each week. Kind of like the Ladies First panel with Bundy and Jamie and Jay Lee and Niecy. It's going to be kind of similar to that, but very different, okay? I'm out of here, y'all. To my next video. Holla at you later. Peace out.